Big John, Big John.
Chilly morning. 39 degrees out this morning. Whew. Time to break out the hoodies again. Anyway, we're going to go out in the garage. Look at that sunrise. Beginning of a sunrise. We're going to go out in the big barn and we're going to change a transmission oil temperature sending unit on Bertha before we get started this morning. While the oil's nice and cold and not scalding hot running down my arm. We'll see you out there. Alright, got up the tractor. Got the new one out. Wow. The LED light makes it funky, doesn't it? So, let's open this up and yeah, okay. Sender. That's what I needed. O-ring fitting, so we don't need no pipe dope or nothing like that on it. That's good. Let's figure out what size it is. It's probably metric. All kinds of writing on it. And let me find a wrench. All right, well, here's the tractor. And then you got the exhaust system in here, and the batteries up here, and the air cleaner up here, battery on the other side. Def tank, all this stuff. That's on the other side too. This is all exhaust system in here. Massive. But anyway, we got to get under here. Got a couple shop rags. Can of brake clean. Just what a guy wants to do. Crawl around on the floor first thing in the morning. All right, well, now I get to crawl down here again because the battery died for you guys as soon as I got down here. So we'll get under the beast again. Now, said sensor is right up there. It looks like there's a radar and some other stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit up under there or not. This is going to get real interesting real quick as to how I'm going to alright, well, let me get situated under here. Well, here's what we're dealing with, and you're as close as I am to it. That fitting right there's got to come out, and there's oil behind it. So I can't get, I don't know if I can get my finger there once I get it threaded out. I can do that, but then I can't get my other hand up in here to I'm kind of stuck in here. I'm not stuck, but I might have to take this radar bracket off and move it out of the way. Give me room to sit up in here. Anyway, yeah. I'll be back. Alright, are you set right? Yes. Well, there's the book. I just come up here in the cab, got the book. Guess how many gallons that transmission holds? Capacity. 45 gallons. I was thinking about draining oil out of it to change that sensor. 45 gallons. I done got that many 5-gallon buckets around here. Jeez Louise. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Okay. Done. There's the new fitting. I ended up taking this bolt out, swinging this out of the way. I put a bucket in here with a big piece of cardboard to direct the oil coming out of that hole over and into the bucket. Well, one good thing about it being about 35 degrees is the oil was pretty thick. So when I screwed that one out, when I took the old one out, I had the other one ready to go in. All right, well, the camera died when I was under there, so yeah, the oil's cold, so I probably only lost 2 cups of oil out of it, if that. So now, the moment of truth. Transmission oil temperature, 59 degrees. So it's working. All right. Good. Yay. But I had a bucket with a big piece of cardboard to catch any oil. I figured it'd really squirt out of there, but it didn't, so that's cool. With it being cold, it didn't come out very fast at all. I was able to pull it out, grab the other one, put it in, tighten it up, and it works. So we're good. Yeah, there's how much oil caught in the bucket. Maybe a cup. So that worked out good. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Got her all greased. That was a fiasco. I think you got grease on you. So, yeah, the tip on the grease gun took a crap on me, of course. Put it back together. Not working right, fell apart again. Getting locked up. So I went and found an old grease gun that didn't work anymore. Took the tip off of that one. It's leaking, but it worked good enough to get across everything, so. Back this thing outside. I gotta get that other wagon out. Hook that behind this wagon. That can bring both wagons of seed over. And I gotta put fuel in that before I leave. So we're good. Alright, let me back this out of here. Alright. Push bumper to the rescue. Pulled that wagon around behind the other one, unhooked it. Then I got behind that wagon and pushed it up, and Dad connected it to the other wagon. So anyway, we'll get fuel in the tractor. Went that easy. All right, fueled up. I did not fill the seat up because I'm going over here and cut the headlands in, and like I said yesterday, it's just easier on everything with all the twisting and turning you do, filling the headlands in, backing up and everything. I just soon do it with about half full. So that's that much less weight that I got to pick up, twist around, back into the corners and all that stuff. So yeah, been a pretty good run so far. She was thirsty though, it took a while to fill it up. And our transmission temperature is up to 120 degrees. And there's no alarms beeping at me, telling me transmission codes. So yeah. The fodder, there's dew on the ground yet, so I'm gonna have to pay attention to make sure that them bean stalks aren't gonna plug me up. So anyway, check in when we get over there. All right, now that it's over with, fixed, I can talk about it. I was in no mood to talk here a little while ago. So I pull the auger out. Dad pulls the wagon around, get it positioned perfect. Jump in the tractor, engage it. Auger's not spinning. It's trying to, it's sitting there twitching. It's like, now what? So we're tapping on the valve body here, tapping on the motor. The motor's hot. The motor's hot. That's telling me that there's fluid going through it. So get a pair of channel locks out of the tractor, spin this, and it spins real easy. So we ended up taking this locking collar off here, driving this through the bearing, taking these 4 bolts out here, 2 on each side, getting a punch, driving this off, and here the bolt inside had fell out. The coupler bolt between the pump stub shaft and the auger. Luckily, I found the bolt laying here where I dropped the tube when I undid it. Went up to Eric's in the garage, found some tools and a nut for it. So we tightened her back down tight, and then I peened the threads, and we got everything back together. So now we're gonna start drilling wheat again. Yippee. Okay, got everything up and running. Made a couple passes. Everything was good. Dad took off and run up to McDonald's in Woodville and got some lunch. So everybody tell Dad thanks for getting lunch for us. Thanks, Dad. It was McDonald's, so it filled the hole. Anyway, if you go to McDonald's, what's your favorite thing? Leave a comment below. So, we are 6.4 acres in to a 40-acre patch here. So we're going to be here a while. So I'm just going to sit back. Hopefully, the next time I get out of the tractor will be to fill that drill up again. And not before then. I can watch big timers over there taking corn off. They got a big Lexion combine. I don't know what the head is. Big 12 row. I think it's a chopping corn head. They got a pretty big grain cart too. And they own a trucking company, so they're never waiting on trucks. Anyway, that'd be nice. But yeah, the fall colors, forgive me for the windshield, that's oil from when the hydraulic hose blew the other day. But the colors are really popping in the big woods over there. Yeah. Snow before long. Let me get the corn off first, please. All right, that wagon's empty. That wagon, we're full, but that wagon doesn't have enough to fill it up again. So we're gonna go home and dump another bag in.